since we're both in the IP space or have been in the IP space, one of the big announcements that came out in the past, I think just a few days last week, was the USPTO finally came down with some guidelines on the role of AI and whether or not AI can be considered an inventor for patents in particular. So, and in to sum it up, they basically said there has to be a significant human contribution towards inventorship. So, Olga, I'm curious, do you think that this will have an impact in any way on how um, companies and inventors are keeping track of the innovation process, for example, to be able to show inventorship and document inventorship if they're working with AI assisted technologies?
Yeah, no, that's really interesting, and we have seen parallel discussions in the United States Copyright Office, also emphasizing the role of human. Um, I think where we're trending just generally as human race is that we're beginning to value our most important asset, human time, in
Mhm.
a much more intentional way. I think up until this point, we sort of artificially assume that some humans are more valuable than others. We sort of bought into the idea that with some education that highly correlates with social status, some folks contribute more to society than others, and therefore deserving to be, either protected or compensated for that. Now that we automate quite a lot of things, including things that we didn't think were possible to automate.
Mhm.
Um, and we had experience of pandemic when we realized that, that barista who serves us is actually really valuable because my day is not the same if I don't get my cup of tea, coffee or tea. And she is as valuable and her time as valuable as a brain surgeon or lawyer that I only occasionally need. And so, it's interesting to see USPTO and the US Copyright Office try to lead with the contribution of human
Mhm.
and try to separate that as a distinct thing from what automation computer bots do.
Mhm.
And it's really easy to say, sure, significant contribution of human warrants protection. That statement logically makes a lot of sense and really easy to say yes to because our, IP laws that are constitutionally based reward innovation. However, I think, having been part of many innovative experiences that then resulted in various filing or litigations or protections or whatever, what I know and you probably know is that innovation process is not as clean.
Yes.
Sometimes, a small contribution, like a little pivot, is actually reframes the whole thing. And it's a teeny tiny thing and it leads to discoveries that would not be possible otherwise. It's small in size and duration, but it has massive impact. And I think this is where the phrase significant human contribution becomes really challenging